After 2 years of building my Honda, today's the day we're tuning it. Now, welcome back to the channel. Today is a good day. The Honda is now back in action, is now part of the fleet again. Momentarily, we are heading over to my buddy Brian's shop, the person that is doing the tuning on this car, who just ran a personal best in 840 at 170 miles an hour. I'm so proud of him. I'm so pumped. We're gonna be doing some tune adjustments on this car today. Now, we were able to do some tuning previously. Unfortunately, one thing led to another. I hurt the engine, and that is where we are now today. We're actually gonna be turning the car down. I did have to put a stock head gasket in here, as the head gasket I ordered is still another several weeks out. So we are kind of limited, about 25-ish pounds of boost before we start risking lifting a head. But once that new head gasket comes, it's an easy job. I could do that in the car, pull off the valve cover, a few things, unbolt it, and we should be able to get that done in here. But there's still a few things that we need to get set up, like our ignition cut for shifting and anti-lag, so we can leave the line, stuff like that. So we have a lot of fun stuff that we're playing with today. Honestly, the one thing I've been most excited for with this build is to hear anti-lag. I am a man of noise, fire, and fun, so I cannot wait to see what anti-lag sounds like with this car. It's gonna be gnarly, flames out the hood, it's gonna be a fun time. But the first thing we need to do is go ahead and open up my very, very expensive fuel for this car, get this thing topped off, and go from there. Oh, in the past, I've always ran just regular pump E85, but now I'm switching over to this 1-ethanol R. This is some spicy, spicy good stuff. If I remember correctly, it's about $11 a gallon. Now, we already know that the Honda is gonna go through a ton of fuel, so I did order up 2 barrels. This honestly is not gonna last me that long whatsoever. If I'm driving this car daily, I mean, I'm gonna go through that in like a couple weeks. Now, I've had this stuff sitting here for months, and I've been so anxious to crack this open and see what it smells like. It burns. I don't think that smells as good as regular 85. This is cut with race fuel. Okay, that doesn't smell as good as regular E. Literally made my eyes water. Okay, let's go ahead and get our pump on here, get our jugs filled up, and get the car topped off. Oh, dude, this is the luxury life right here. This is so dope. Now, we can get her filled up. I did not expect it to take 5 gallons. Now, with the fuel topped off, let's go ahead and get old girl loaded on the trailer. Another thing to note, if you guys have noticed, I never had a cluster in here, and that changed this morning. I got my IC7 mounted. I was waiting on the brackets to mount it to my steering column. That is now there. Very race car look. Let's go ahead and get a cold start. Maybe a lukewarm start. The Honda all loaded up on the good old U-Haul rental. One of these days, I really need to pick up my own trailer, but I haven't wanted to spend the money on it yet. Car looks so good. I'm very pumped, but also incredibly anxious. And we've made it to Brian's crib. Hondas for days. Well, here we go. Things are about to get quite loud. It is very difficult to record in here. I'm gonna set you guys up on the camera. If it is very rattly, I apologize in advance, but we're about to go do just a couple tests. We already tuned this car pretty much anyway. We're gonna dial it back a little bit, do some hits on the streets, and then come back and make sure we can get anti-lag to kick on. We're getting some flames now. Oh, it is so incredibly loud. Finally got some flames. Ugh.
I'm so not used to riding on this fucking side.
The flames are way better right now.
I think it just needed more RPM. Yeah, it needs to be dark.
I didn't know how long you wanted me to hold on it. I just don't think you needed that much.
That's all I needed.
Ah, let's fucking go, baby! That's so sick.
Oil pressure, fucking 99 pound. Look at that.
Max the sensor out. That's good. You've never messed with nitrous, have you? Well, you're about to.
Not a nitrous guy, dude.
I don't want a crazy shot in this, like 400, and I'd say we'll probably get there. Alright, it is now later in the evening. Honda's all loaded back up. Tuning went great. We're on 25 pounds right now. Really hard to film in there. I hope some of that footage is usable. First thing tomorrow morning, my new wheels come in. This car finally is getting its slicks. And then we're going racing. And here we are. Tuning was a huge success last night. Anti-lag works. We have some gnarly flames, but now we need to go ahead, get this unloaded off the trailer, pulled into my shop. We got to do our oil change, do all of that stuff, quick nut and bolt check once again, get it back on the trailer. And then we're heading over to Devin's place to install my new slicks. Right behind us, Brian so graciously let me borrow his slicks. I have my brand new wheels showing up today to put the slicks on. Now, this isn't gonna be my permanent slick setup. I would like to get a custom set of bead locks, but unfortunately the lead time to get those made take quite a while. So I have some cool wheels on the way. And of course we have our 24.5-inch slick. So let's go ahead and start off with our oil change. Now, like mentioned yesterday tuning, we actually ended up turning the car down. Now, one thing I may have failed to mention in the last video of getting this car back together is I had to throw in a stock head gasket, as the baller head gasket I ordered unfortunately is not back in stock till mid this month. And in order to race, I'd rather have a stock head gasket, the car turned down, than not race at all. So we're about 25 pounds of boost right now. Nothing crazy. We were on 33 pounds before, but 25 pounds should be still more than enough to move in here. It's still gonna be quite rowdy, but let's go ahead, get the car up in the air, do a quick little oil change. I have some more Penn grade at 20W50 to go ahead and swap in. We got our break-in done. Now I got the hood back on, all of that stuff. I did go ahead and plumb up my expansion tank. I have a hose running up here right at my windshield. So if I were to lift ahead, blow up the engine at the track, whatever, it's gonna send the water on my windshield, which will indicate me what's going on. Granted, I do have my IC7, stuff like that. All of the warnings will indicate me with what's going on, but we are running water, not coolant. So if I see stuff coming up here, we know we got a problem. Now it is 1 o'clock. The wheels still have not showed up. I'm trying to be at the track by 5, so I have to mount the tires onto the new wheels, get it on the car, and drive out to the track. So I'm hoping they show up any minute now, or else we're gonna have to be swapping slicks with someone at the track. I'm not trying to take multiple trips. They're so small.
What are they, 15s?
Yeah.
I don't even know what you ordered.
RPF wands.
Oh.
That's gonna look pretty good, I think.
That'll be sick, dude.
Heck yeah, let's get these mounted. Now, Daddy Devin has a tire machine, so he's gonna go ahead and get these new wheels and slicks mounted up for us. Let's open up the rest. And there we go, we got all 4 wheels and tires mounted up. All right, we got the fronts all on, rear wheels are now removed. Let's slap these on and see what the final product looks like. And here's the new temporary new look going on. Honestly, I think when I do order my set of Belix, or whatever beadlock wheel I choose, silver polished is most definitely the move with this car. It just looks a little goofy in my opinion, the RPF1 style spoking, but it does accent the car quite well. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next video where we take this racing.